Okay.
All right. I got your paperwork back here. I did a little more research on my end to see if there's any updates in the New York State VTL that covers these and allows them to be driven on the roadway. Section 2403 from the New York State Senate hasn't changed. This is the most recent copy of that. I printed out of the internet for you.
Did you see what the registration is, though?
Yeah, you can register them in New York. I'm not debating that.
No, it's called a quadricycle.
Okay.
It's not an ATV.
Listen, you can argue that in court with your attorney.
I spent a lot of money making sure this is legal.
You probably got misinformation somewhere, whether it was from the dealership you bought it from or someone that you talked to that thinks they know what they're talking about. Based on what I'm going by, the New York State VTL, there's nothing in there that says that you can drive this on the roadway. This is considered an ATV by New York State law. Okay. You may have different language from Montana, and they allow to do things differently in Montana. This is not the state of Montana. This is the state of New York.
Correct.
We do things differently than here. Than there.
So you're telling me that you're telling me there's no vehicles from Montana that have reciprocity with New York. Is that what you're telling me?
Things that are considered actual motor vehicles that are allowed to drive on the public highway.
There's other things. It's called a quadricycle. Did you see that in the VTL law? This is not an ATV.
It's not in there either. There's no VTL law that covers a quadricycle, or there may be bicycles and powered vehicles like scooters.
Yes. Okay. There is, actually.
Okay. Well, I'm not finding that. You can bring that to court and argue with me.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. I mean, I'm citing you. I did a supporting deposition for you, and I even printed out the vehicle and traffic law that covers ATVs.
Okay.
And according to New York State, even when you type this in,
so I can have the tow truck towed to my house
if you pay him.
Yeah, I'll pay him right now. It's fine.
If he's willing to do that, I got to check with him. That's up to them.
You can't let me drive to my house right there?
No.
It's a road legal.
No, you've already been warned about this.
No, I was not warned.
Officer Radom already spoke to you about this.
He didn't tell me. He just said, I'm going to do my research. He did not say to bring it home and park it. I'll FOIL request the video.
All right, listen.
If I was told to park it, I would have. No, I'm just saying.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not arguing with either.
I don't argue on the side of the road. I argue in court.
If he
I'll let the district attorney that handles the tickets in Rotterdam Town Court argue with you.
If he told me to park it,
anything you want to fight with them, like I said, based on my knowledge of the VTL, you're in violation of it. Okay, you shouldn't be driving this on the road. It's not even a safe vehicle to be driving on the road for other people.
What's the difference between this?
You can have these registered.
It's a quadricycle and a motorcycle.
What's that?
A motorcycle, right? Do they have bumpers? Do they have a roll cage?
Do
they have doors?
By the New York State VTL. This is not.
But you just said it's not safe. You just said it's not safe.
This is a vehicle without bumpers. It's a different category of vehicle.
It's not. It doesn't. It's
you want me to cite you for that too? I'm
no,
not going to sit here and argue with you.
I'm just talking with you.
I'm done arguing.
I've known you for 20 years.
I understand, but I'm not going to argue with you because you act like you know more than me, and I'm not going to fight with
you.
No,
I'm not saying I know more than you.
I'm not arguing. The conversation's over. Okay, you can wait for the tow truck. If they'll tow it to your house, you can pay the bill. If not, you can pick it up the tow yard with a trailer another day instead of driving it home. All right. Okay. And every time you get stopped on this, it's going to get towed from now on. All right. I'm going to order all the officers in Rotterdam until we're told by the DA or someone from New York State, DMV, even a detective I just talked to a minute ago told me the DMV investigators are even supporting the fact that these aren't supposed to be driven on the roadway.
Okay.
There's been a big issue. They've even had other problems with. There's a lot of these popping up because of this Montana thing that they're doing, and even the DMV investigators are frustrated with it, and they're telling us to right and tow. So I'm doing this based on the DMV investigators also telling my detectives how to handle the situation.
I bring it home and we go to court. Instead of having to pay a toll bill, I bring it. You can follow me to my house.
I'm doing that. I already called the tow truck. All right. I'm not letting you drive this home.
So I'm off the roadway, right? I'm off the roadway. I'm off the roadway, right?
Because I pulled you over.
I understand. Yes. I'm off the roadway. So if I park it right here, it's a public parking. I can park right here, right?
I'm not arguing with you.
No, I'm saying I'll go get my truck and trailer.
The answer's no. The answer's no.
Okay.
It's getting towed.
Thank you. No problem. Appreciate it, Tony.